Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera. I am Muhammad IZHAM by AKHWANI as the presenter for the introduction part and also Journal 1 part. So for the introduction, our group were focusing on a hedgehog species which is Erinaceus europaeus, or commonly known as European hedgehog. This species can be found in Europe, especially from Iberia and Italy northwards into Scandinavia. Thanks to its high adaptability, this species can survive a wide range of habitat types. The European hedgehog has short legs and 5 well-developed pads and claws on each foot, and the most distinctive feature of this creature is the spines, which is white and brown in color. Furthermore, the head is elongated, conical and snout. It can live for about 10 years. Journal 1 is the journal that focusing on tracking this hedgehog species. The hedgehog were captured using a red spotlight and anesthetized with isoflurane. Then its spines were clipped with only 10 grams of radio tape that were glued using epoxy resin. For the marking, 1 cm of long pieces of colored heat shrink tubing were glued in a patch at the rear of the hedgehog. This creature were tracked for an average of 41 night span at each site, and the tools that were used to track it is a handheld 3-element Yagi directional antenna and TRX 1000S receiver. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. I am NISRINA, and today I will be talking about the methodology in Journal 2. This study is conducted in a public space, which is in an urban park in southeast Berlin, Germany. In this journal, the method used to find the hedgehogs is by LED laser spotlighting. For marking, each of them are marked with 5 labeled shrink tubes on the spines to make the process of recapture becomes easier. They are marked by numbers starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then for the tagging method, a complete backpack is attached on their back spines. The backpack is made of 3 components, which are backplate, data logger such as GPS and accelerometer, and VHF transmitter. Finally, for the tracking method, the individual hedgehogs are located by their individual logger frequency with the help of a receiver. They are checked every day to see if they have problem in moving from places to places. After a few observations, we could see that the backpack had a little effect on the study of this animal behavior. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nadhirah and I will be explaining why we include the third journal in our report. This is because there are disadvantages of spotlighting method mentioned in Journal 1 and 2. The first disadvantages is low detection rate. The detection rate will decrease significantly when hedgehogs are at low density or absent during finding. Second is habitat dependent. It is less effective in habitat with taller dense vegetation while working very well in open areas with short grass and short grassland habitats. And the way to improve it, as suggested by Journal 3, are firstly by using IRT camera, also known as infrared thermal camera. The sensor in the IRT camera will detect the heat signature given off by the hedgehog, showing it as a distant bright spot or colors against the grey background habitat as viewed on the device screen. The second method is by using specialist search dog. The trained dog can successfully find or detect a hidden hedgehog about 250 yards away from its position because of their sensitive nose. Then they will quietly sit nearby without stressing or hurting the hedgehog. Eventually, the result revealed that a significant number of hedgehogs were detected using an IRT camera and detection dog compared to spotlighting at further distance in particular habitat of amenity grassland and pasture. That's all from me, and I will pass the presentation to my friends.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad HAIKAL and I will proceed our presentation on discussion. So for the first journal, the field method used is spotlighting, as well as Journal 2 also use the method spotlighting. to detect the hedgehog. While for the tagging method for journal 1, the researcher used 10 grams of radio tag, while for the journal 2, they use backpack that comprise backplate, the data logger, and a very high frequency transmitter. For the attachment, epoxy resin is used for the journal 1, and for the second journal, hot glue is used. For the marking method, the researcher in journal 1 used 6 1 cm long piece of colored heat shrink turbine, while for the journal 2, they use 5 levered shrink tube. For the tracking method, journal 1 used handheld 3-element Yagi directional antenna and TRX1000 as receiver. As for the journal 2, they use a logger and a receiver. For the third journal, it is an improvement method for both of the journal 1 and journal 2. And the field method is used is spotlighting, which additional of thermal camera plus search dog. This the sample hedgehog will directly detect by the search dog and the thermal camera. As for the attachment, they use a simple glue, and for the marking, they use section of numbered plastic turbine. And for the tracking method, they directly track the hedgehog using the search dog and the thermal camera. As for the conclusion, spotlighting is not the best method to detect hedgehog, especially in area with taller and denser vegetation. As for the thermal camera and search dog are the most suitable on amenity grassland and at a larger distance posture. The usage of 10 gram radio tag in journal 1 is very comfortable toward the hedgehog, and it is not disturbing the hedgehog daily life. The best tracking method is using the logger and a receiver because it is most convenient method to use rather than the antenna. That's all from our group. Thank you.